This is a 123-year-old abandoned home. And like many abandoned places, especially homes, there's probably some memories left behind and stories this place has to tell about the people who used to live here. So as we make our way through, pay attention to see if you can find some of those memories and parts of that story. With that being said, if you're ready, you're invited to come along with me. On a quick side note, I am here with a friend who has shown me this and a few other places today, so you may see or hear them in the video. But right now we're going to start in the back of the property. There's a few structures. We'll check those out first and then get to the house last. All right, we do have a garage here. And inside there's a few things left behind. It's the refrigerator. Anything inside? Let's find out. Well, it's actually fairly clean. You can tell the age of this. It has the old style fuses, bus fuses, instead of the breakers. It's like they may have been doing some type of work in here. There's a chain and some boards coming down. They may have had something hanging from up there. There's a back door. And if you look up, there is a mess of knob and tube wiring. So that definitely gives us some age to the construction of this. And they even use some spray foam insulation to kind of seal in the cracks. And it's an extremely windy day today, so I do apologize if it doesn't sound that great, especially when we're outside. Now, we have steps. And this is a concrete floor. There's actually steps going up and down. There's an attic to this. I see a trunk right there. Where the heck does this go? I just passed an old TV there too, like a 90s style TV. This almost appears to be like an old workshop, but I'm curious what's down here. Oh, so it's like a little storage area. They got tires down here. So I think we're kind of on the right track. It's a type of backyard repair shop, like shade tree mechanic or something. Yeah, so a little subterranean area, metal beams, concrete walls, and the flooring there. Dirt floor, it appears. And here's an antler. Oh, it's a plastic one. It's not even real. Probably kerosene or something. There's some fan belts there. Oh, saucer. Too bad it's not snowing outside. All right, so just a little basement area, which I wasn't expecting to find in a garage here. But there is an upstairs attic, so I'm gonna head upstairs and check that out. Looks like they were collecting plastic bottles too. And there's some wipers, so definitely someone who was working on vehicles. I don't think I'll be walking on the attic floor though. And you can actually see this is tilted. Actually a shopping cart up here. It is actually, looks like it may have been a bedroom with a type of couch or futon back there. Shopping cart. Oh yeah, old console style TV. There's a headboard. Looks like a banister post right there. Just noticed too that this is actually a kind of like a trap door. This pulls closed goes over this. And there's a trunk. We checked, there's nothing inside of it. Rough Riders. That's screaming 90s right there. It almost looks like it's a flip-flop. Are those jeans or pants? That's like screaming 70s. Oh, intake manifold. Brian, I'll always love you no matter what you say or do. I just don't know why you can't just stay with me instead of just dumping off with this. All my love, Wanda. Oh, Wanda. Hopefully Brian read that and you guys are back together at some point. Oh, there's a Frisbee there too. We found a toy. It's officially abandoned. All right, yeah, we're not gonna go any further. We're gonna head back downstairs and we'll continue on. All right, so this is more of a single bay garage. It's got a tapered ceiling or roof. There's an actual car seat here. Retained sample. It's like specimen. I guess they kept like hardware. Yeah, there's nails in there. Oh, those are rivets. So it's kind of a unorthodox way of storing stuff like that. Yeah, they even had them under here.
There's jars outside.
And look at the old cardboard advertisement here. That's for some type of electric toy. Oh, air hockey. Wonder when that's dated from. Door panel. If anyone could identify what car this is from, you get bonus points. This again has the knob and tube wiring. Concrete here, wood here, which looks like they could be lifted up, and then concrete again. And there's that little manway in the back here. They would have had a fire extinguisher mounted here. We'll latch it for them. There we go. So that's the single bay garage. And we do have this right here, which almost appears to be like a type of, like you'd see at a fireman's picnic, where they have the door that lifts up for like selling whatever inside of it. Outdoor fire pit. Oh, more toys. Super Soaker. I haven't seen that in so long. Is this the real one or is it a knockoff? It's a knockoff. Oh no, it is. Super Soaker XP75. That is a blast from the past. And we'll display it proudly right there. What's that? Is that a pheasant, turkey or something?
Pheasant.
And as mentioned, this has the doors that kind of push open and lift up as if you were going to be possibly selling stuff. Maybe like if they had like a yard sale here. Mower bag, mower wheels, more fuses, some muckers, hard hat, steering wheel. No airbag. Chevy. This is probably one of the more newer structures on the property. Much more newer construction, modern electricity. Does not have knob and tube wiring. Actually has where it was ran through here in the conduit there. So this is probably one of the more recent changes here. That Super Soaker solidifies that this place is officially abandoned. Now, before we go into the house, there's a few things I want to share with you. The home was built in 1900. So as of the making of this video, 2023, it's officially 123 years old. There was a husband and wife that lived here for a long, long time, and they actually passed away in the home many, many years ago. After that happened, someone else did move in here. A single woman lived here who also passed away in the home. And originally the home was I think you call it a duplex. It actually had 2 apartments, like 2 different homes built in one. I'm not sure if like, the couple rented out the other side. I don't know the specifics of that, but I do know at some point it was reconverted into a 1-family home, from what I was told. But 3 people reportedly passed away in there. And as we can see so far, based on the structures that we see, the contents, there's definitely memories that were had here and a story to tell. And as we get inside, we should be able to continue on with that story, and hopefully we'll be able to get more answers than questions. There's many open doors, bust open windows. Now when I first saw it, I really didn't even think this was an abandoned home. It looks like it's in really good condition. And surprisingly enough, it actually is abandoned. It's been sitting here vacant, empty, and forgotten about for many years. So let's head inside there now and check it out. So, as mentioned, we're not the first ones to be here. The door is kicked in, windows busted. And the floor feels a little soft. I don't like that. It's really, really soft. It smells kind of musty in here. Wouldn't be surprised if there's mold. It's like moisture was a problem in this home. That's actually, wow, it's filled. Moisture eliminator. Must have been an ongoing problem. Sprayer. Faux brick, that's just plastic right there. These are painted cabinets. Did find a little calendar type thing here with businesses. That's from 1988. And she just found a old can of Yingling Premium. Yeah, not even opened. I wonder if that's like a discontinued can or something. Something was removed here. Oh, they got the Dirt Devil. Fruit curtains. Live well, love much, laugh often. Little elevated room here. Carpeting is really, really faded, and we can actually kind of see where things were placed. So I believe the TV or a console unit was there. Looks like couch was here, like an L-shaped couch. And in case you were wondering, this is a door. Drop ceiling here. Looks like maybe they did a renovation at some point. They did the drop ceiling, put in some ventilation units here. I'm thinking that would be for air, because heat wouldn't be there. It looks like a chimney here, maybe. Maybe they did have a coal stove in here, possibly for heat. And this is like a plastic tile wall here. Definitely more modern, but doesn't really go with the whole vibe of the house here. Older style thermostat. Look at these funky green lace curtains. Not sure if maybe I could be incorrect on this, but it looks like they may have used old paper as like insulation or filler or something like that. It's tucked in various cracks and crevices. So I will just mention that early speculation may have been slightly incorrect. It still appears to be 2 separate residences. There is a hole in the wall that someone kicked in, so we could definitely get over there. But unless it connects upstairs somewhere, there's no direct access next door from the main level. There is a basement though. It may connect down there, but we were, I guess, under the assumption and told by rumors that it was reconverted to one home. But regardless, we're still going to check it out and share it and show these memories. So I just found this flyer type thing on the ground. Radon News Digest, dated 1989. All right, I need to backtrack again. I jumped the gun. So we got the kitchen. The kitchen may or may not have had a little dining room table here. I thought this was a living room, which it very well could have been. I do see the layout of like a couch and a console TV, but this is like an unofficial dining room. Because when we go up front here, through these open doors, this is the official living room. And this looks pretty original. It's kind of dull and just cold, so to speak. They got a mural on the wall. Unless that's maybe wallpaper. Oh, look at that. Smith Corona typewriter. Sink. You need some charcoal briquettes. They got a double bag of them there, and another Dirt Devil vacuum. And just off the side of the living room is a half bath. Pink, very pink. No lights. Towel holder, towel rack, even some, ooh, coconut mango soap. There you go. Antifreeze, anti-gel. I wonder if the toilet was freezing up. TP. May have been a hanging mirror here, the nail's still there, but yeah, very kind of boring bathroom except for the pink color. And right in the front of the house is a front enclosed porch. Porch light. This is like it's like a custom made little bench or something. And there's looking out, broken window for the front porch. All right, we got the first floor covered. We still have the basement. We're gonna do that last. We're gonna head upstairs now, second floor, and see what's up there. Oh, is this a light switch?
I was wondering what that was.
I think that is. It's like a, yeah, it's old, really old light switch. Wow. Usually see the push button ones. That's like a twist one, and it clicks into place. Fix the newel post.
Fix the newel post!
Good old Christmas vacation line. I think this carpet was put in by the settlers. You can even see they had runners on it, or like coverings where that's the original color, that's faded. Oh, this is a neat setup. So it goes up to the, I guess that's a bathroom, then it goes up again. There's some big rooms up here. And there might be a third level, an attic. Whoa, this is the blue room. They really like their distinct colors. They had all pink downstairs. This is all blue. And there's openings there. Looks like that might have been, oh, I see now. So what we saw downstairs, I thought was maybe AC vents. I think these are heat vents for the heat to rise from downstairs up to here. Because that is basically looking right downstairs. So they had, at some point, baseboard heating, probably electric, possibly. But they had these heat vents to have the heat rise pretty much right above where the coal stove was. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, they had electric baseboard heating in here. Somebody liked butterflies. Really small closet. shock finder. I remember those for the firemen. Again, more damp rid containers. Without a doubt, moisture was an issue. Ceiling is all cracked. Another vent here. That's looking right down into the little tiled corner right next to the steps. This appears to be a master bedroom. Drop ceilings again. A lot of them are kind of bowed and beveling down. Ceiling fan disassembled. Walls are just buckled and cracked. Little closet. They had like an accordion style door for the actual door. Christmas ornament. It's officially abandoned. And they did have some type of modern cable or satellite system in here. Phone, and look at the door handle. Has a rather ornate design to it. The lock. Is that Winchester? Rifles and shotguns. As you're passing by, just watch out for those holes. Let's check out this bathroom really quick. There's another light switch too. That actually has GE on it. So yeah, General Electric, old light switch. Probably for that light right there because it's toggled with the one downstairs. Is it weak? Oh yeah, I can see the floor.
I went like at a time and that was about it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go that
Maybe
far.
my bedroom kind of area.
Oh yeah. So this is in pretty poor condition. The floor is extremely weak, and it's probably not showing up on camera, but it's actually bowed down. It's higher over there, lower here. And this cast iron tub, which is clawfoot, is not helping because it's just weighing it down. I'm gonna go as far as here and that's it. They went with the seashell motif. Still got the soap. They had the automatic dispensers for shampoo, conditioner. And the shower sprayer. And look at just a pipe here for the shower curtains. I wonder if Del Griffith sold them these shower curtain rings.
I never did introduce myself. Del Griffith, American Light and Fixture, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
You guys know they mentioned that movie. Comment down below. Very primitive, so to speak. Oop. Not going to touch that again. It's all just bracketed together. Really primitive setup here. And look at the size of the tank on that toilet. It's like twice the size of a more modern toilet tank. Another heating vent over there. And there's a JP there in the mirror. Probably had a maybe twist on for the light. Oh yeah. Pretty good size sink too. It is relatively cleared out. They did take a lot of belongings behind out of here. There's even fly strips in the back of the store. So whenever the last resident did live here, they must have either had a sale or maybe residents came in. I'm sorry, family members came in and maybe cleared it out. Now off the side of the bathroom is this little side room here, which is kind of going with the angle of the roof. It could almost be like a small bedroom, but it's more or less like a little office. All right, we do have another set of stairs going upstairs to the third level. And hopefully there's no creatures up there waiting for me because I did hear something. Wow. This looks like a day room in a mental hospital. I saw that. Yeah, this resembles like a day room in a mental hospital. Oh, this is indeed a bedroom. I hope there was a banister here at one time because otherwise that'd be quite the the tumble down the steps. Toilet seat with no toilet. Vintage VCR Panasonic. Yeah, I'm a little uneasy walking up here, but I think it's pretty stable. Oh, look at this double jam. Yep, I was right. They had a yard sale here. They sold off much of the contents. Who remembers this? Magic Johnson. Cap Toys, electric arcade games. That's not what's in here though. There's little houses. Oh, I wish that was actually in here. Probably a child's bedroom. Kaleidoscope. Need a hand? Start with the experts.
Is that paper mache?
E-machines. Computer monitor. All right, so far we're getting a pretty decent picture of the people that lived here. Wish there was more left behind, but we're able to see that certain parts of this house have been remodeled and updated. And people lived here for a long time. There's a lot of old stuff, the papers, some of these games and toys. But we're gonna head downstairs to the basement, and if there's no direct access, I'm gonna crawl through that little crawl hole to get to the next house or apartment next door. All right, down to the basement we go. Oh, so there's the other side. Okay, so there's more access right here, but it's definitely not a single family home. And this is definitely not built for tall people. I could barely stand up down here. Sump pump right there. Yeah, there's all kind of hazards down here. I gotta be really careful walking. This is where they did their grilling, I guess, down here. Wonder if that's a potato. Stroman bread frisbee. Naturally. Maxwell House coffee cans. People use those for everything, for nuts and bolts, change, coupons, a lot of duct work for probably the coal stove. There's actually a pile of coal right there. This is, I think, for a dryer. Somebody liked frisbees. This is like the third one here. Regular frisbee flying disc. Oh, these are filled. Creamy peanut butter planters. Mr. Peanut. Oh, there's ice in there. They're frozen. What the hell's on the bottom of that? Oh, I thought it was like dentures for a second. Like electrical dry cell. Look at those batteries. Wow. Radio, ignition bells, buzzers, electric game toys. Man, if anyone could date the time frame on this thing, boy, it weighs about like probably 5 pounds too. There's another one up there. I've never seen those types of batteries. Ever Ready, number 6. Copyright MCM XXX511, so it's like 37. MCM 37. And as suspected, yes, this is the coal bin. Here's the coal chute right here. So, look at that. There it is. They're just gravity fed. And they got like the pea coal and then the larger chunk coal. So they probably had pails to carry them upstairs for the stove. Liberty, 1776, the Liberty Bell. Fuse panels. Water heater, which somebody cut the pipes and the power to it. And a little crawl space with just insulation just laying randomly. Ideal coffee, not just coffee, but Ideal by Acme. Aren't they the same ones who made the toys for Wile E. Coyote? It's a pile of papers here. They're all dated 2007, which we believe is the last year of occupancy for the single woman who was living here and unfortunately passed away here as well. All right, now we're into the next house. Again, this side has more items. And I don't know which side the people lived on, obviously, so the things we're mentioning and commenting, you know, we're just saying as in general. We don't know specifically if it's tied to an individual person as far as the contents. It's a really old Craftsman circular saw. They had a workbench down here. Again, more coffee cans. High yield. There's all types of electrical components, conduit boxes, fixtures. Brand new weight bench here. On top of it is kind of a monstrous space heater. It's like double the size you would find now. Tried searching for a date, couldn't find one, but if you guys have a approximate time frame, I'd love to know that. Oh, look at this monstrous furnace here. Wow. That's like what you see in the burbs. Holy crap. Number 382, the stamping right there. Still got coal. That is a big one. And there's all the ash. It was never cleaned out after last used. But that is a pretty big furnace. So I'm guessing they had this as their main heating source for this apartment above us, where the other apartment had that coal stove by the stairwell and then electric baseboard heating. But hopefully we'll get more confirmation of that upstairs. And another crawl space, which, yeah, not even worth going through there. Looks like a more modern electrical box over there too. Stone wall for the foundation. Really rusted out water heater. And just like the other side, they do have their own coal room down here. That's kind of neat to see it's still intact. And this was the main heating source back in the day, you know, anthracite coal. Complete with the shovel still. I think this is considered pea coal, if I'm not mistaken. But the larger ones they use for that furnace, a larger chunk coal. And there's the back of the furnace. You can see, I guess, the heating element up there. They had some, if they wanted to, ducts coming off to channel the heat down here. But yeah, this is a big, heavy-duty, old coal furnace. A Walmart bag holding more Walmart bags, keeping the tradition alive. Okay, this place has been trashed. So somebody went to the effort to strip a lot of things out of here. Everything from cutting the fan blades to ripping things off the wall. Well, if you look though, this is kind of neat. Behind the wood trim here, like a really old wallpaper. Almost has like a royalty feel to it. And it's hiding behind that. Is that wainscoting? I believe that's called. And it actually has plaster and lath behind it, so we're getting to see the different elements here. So that's the other apartment there, or home. Plaster and lath. Two types of wallpaper. So beneath this is some leafing, and then this is the added over one, and then they put the wainscoting. And I think this was the sink here. There's the plumbing. But yeah, you could see the different eras, I should say, time periods of when people were here and the different renovations or remodels that were done. Well, here's a sink here, so I don't know what that was over there. But they took everything, including the kitchen sink. There's a dryer port, so maybe the dryer was here. That could have been, that was the washer right there. Okay, that makes sense. Washer and dryer were right here, kind of in the dining room. There's the vent for the dryer. That's the plumbing for the washer. That's, more modern PVC piping for the upstairs plumbing as well. Just a shame they just kind of trashed it. Steps up here to a really large, I guess this would be another dining room, like a formal dining room. Hardwood floors. Everything's stripped though, like they even took out part of the ceiling right there, which is probably going into the bathroom or maybe a ventilation tube. They took out a lot of things here. Stacks of tiles. Nice big windows. Those are storm windows, so those are newer era. Coming in here, which I presume to be the living room, a big desk, and Masters of the Universe, the Evil Horde, Snake Mountain, Evil Lyn, Panther, all the characters are there. He-Man, Beastman. A completely wooden desk. And the toilet I don't think belongs here, otherwise you wouldn't have a whole lot of privacy. That's a newer toilet compared to the ones we've seen. Make sure all the lights are off. Noticing too, they had a type of drop ceiling framings here, and it's not traditional ceiling tiles. It's those blocks, which is actually a stack of those right here. So that's the ceiling right there. All right, let's head upstairs. So it's almost identical to the other side with this little landing here. This, I presume, would have been the bathroom, which is stripped. But it is a more renovated bathroom. Plastic sheathing walls. Lights still original. Tubular fluorescent. I don't want to walk too far. Let's see. Toilet was there, which we saw downstairs. Probably a sink there. Not sure what that would have been right there. Maybe a tub here? I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, okay, I'm not walking over there. That's sinking down. A little cubby crawl space over there, which we saw on the other side. Yeah, something was enclosed here. Resembled like a stand-up shower, but I'm not certain. Older light switch, but not the same as the other side where it's a twist. That's a more conventional, but still older style light toggle switch. Another blue room. Like a darker shade of blue. SpongeBob fan. I see SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. It's like the 70s shag carpet in here. Since it's blue, I want to presume it's a boy's room, but that's just my guess. It'd be the color I'd want my room to be. As I was assuming from downstairs, I think these were ventilation ports that they took out there, probably aluminum. That is the attic, and probably a girl's room. That is the pink room. We'll get to that last. And here we are at the master bedroom, presumably. No bathrooms, of course. Just one central bathroom upstairs. Did you notice that there was a half bath downstairs? If it would have been off that living room, but I didn't see it.
No.
Oh, look at these closets too. I will say these steps feel more stable than the other side. And if you like bright, vibrant pink, then you come to the right place. Thankfully, this one has a banister. No trip hazard down the steps. This one's a bit more, I guess you could say, finished compared to the other one. There's some just thrown down carpets. You see the angle of the roof here. Fluorescent light fixture there. This is the front room here. Closet space. Minimal, but it is closet space. Yeah, they had more toilets than there is actually use for them here. Yeah, this is a good sized bedroom. It's actually, depending on how you look at it, it's bigger than the master bedroom, at least lengthwise. You obviously sacrifice some living space here, but I mean, you could throw like a futon or something over there and put the TV over here, but it's a nice kind of big private space up here. Coming down from the attic, I just noticed there is a latch here. So essentially, after a brief struggle here, I wanted to demonstrate that if someone was upstairs, you could close the door and latch it. They had no way of coming down. There's no way of opening that from the back side. I guess you could play a cruel trick on someone if you wanted to. Back outside now in the backyard, and we were able to get through both homes. I do apologize for the misinformation. We did think it was going to be one converted home, but it is 2 individual homes. No details as to who lived where, which side, or where they died. But with that being said, we can at least see their life, parts of it. We can see that renovations took place. We could see that someone was a mechanic of sorts with a garage. There was some old school toys, so children lived here. There was some stripping, so people have been here removing items. There was a yard sale of sorts. So a lot of things transpired from when the house was built up until today. The house is still salvageable, very easily can be redone and lived in again, whether it's 2 individual homes or 1 big home. I will say though, the first side, this side over here, is the better of the 2 sides. I do like it a bit better. It has the additional half bath downstairs where the other one doesn't. And I just like the kind of combination of like really old looking materials and colors, where the other one is kind of covered up and hidden, like with that wallpaper stuff like that. Anyways though, these abandoned homes are always a favorite of mine. And this is another one I was able to check out thanks to my friend. We have other locations in mind for today, so you probably will see us again in future videos. But with that being said, thanks for watching. To see more adventures like this, check the playlist down below. Otherwise, as always guys, I'll see you in the next video.